দর্শক, ভারত পাকিস্তান সংঘাত নিয়ে আরো জানাতে আমাদের সাথে যুক্ত হচ্ছেন পাকিস্তানি অ্যাক্টিভিস্ট ও আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক বিশ্লেষক আয়েশা গাজী। Miss Aisha, welcome to World News Today on Channel 24. We would like to talk about recent escalations between Pakistan and India. Can Pakistan afford a full-scale war?
This is a very interesting question to be asked to Pakistan, in fact, because why is it interesting? Because it's India who is insisting on war. It is India who wants war, not Pakistan. So the question if Pakistan can afford it or not, it's more to do with India. It's not with Pakistan. Look, at the moment, what we are going through, India and Pakistan and Bangladesh and all the countries in the region, none of us are economically very strong countries. At the moment, in 2025, according to the World Bank 2025 figures, India has poverty rate of 64.9. So when your population, 64.9% of your population is poor, and still you're insisting on a war on the basis of false flag operation, then it is not a question for Pakistan if Pakistan can afford it or not. If a war is being imposed on Pakistan, obviously Pakistan will have to fight it. Then it comes it is a question of survival. It's not about the question of choice then. And if we can afford it or not, India can afford it or not, anybody in the region can afford it or not, as a whole, because we are nuclear powers, both of us are nuclear powers. Can we afford to have a nuclear war? And even if it's not a nuclear war, it is not going to be just an India and Pakistan war if things escalate, obviously. China will be involved. There will be other regional powers who will be involved. There will be international powers who will be involved. Can we all afford that? Can the region afford that? Or the question is, if the human welfare is more important than, just Modi's political agenda to have a war, to have some vote bank for himself. These are the questions to be asked to India, to be honest. For Pakistan, if the war is imposed, we have to fight it for our survival, and we are ready to fight it, and that's it.
Miss Aisha, what step can be taken to prevent future escalations?
Look, between India and Pakistan, other than there are multi-layered, obviously, difficulties that we have to overcome, and we should overcome. This is not the time in the global perspective when we should be thinking about war or anything else, because as a whole, if you look at the China and other countries, people are more focusing on the human welfare rather than expanding their their map size. So India has to think about that as well. And I think a certain percentage of India thinks in that way as well, but their political will is not expressed at the moment. But anyway, what is the solution? What is the way out? What can be done to de-escalate that? What can be done to avoid that? It's just Kashmir. Kashmir holds the key
Miss
for
Aisha,
peace.
thanks for being with us. দর্শক, আন্তর্জাতিক সম্পর্ক বিশ্লেষক আয়েশা গাজী আমাদের সাথে যুক্ত হয়েছিলেন।